I'm sure by now everybody who's anybody is familiar with the P. Diddler situation. So I'll skip the background. And I'm sure most people know that 50 Cent has been trolling him for decades over the information that we've all just recently become privy to. But I found out something about that, or at least I have my thoughts based on some information that I came across that I want to share with you guys that isn't being really talked about too much. And that's the reason 50 Cent has been trolling him. Now, 50 Cent is a funny dude. He just likes to troll people. It's obvious to pretty much everybody. But on top of that, I don't know him personally, but a lot of my friends from the old neighborhood do. And the guy got a sense of humor, and he likes to mess with people, and he gives no F's. So obviously that's part of the equation. But why did he target Diddy specifically? So I recently came across a YouTube short with Eminem's daughter. Now, Eminem, for those of you who don't know, I'm sure this is very few people, but just to clear the air, Eminem signed 50 Cent. 50 Cent is from a really rough neighborhood in New York, and he got into it with some of the worst people to get into it. Got shot 9 times and pretty much blackballed from the industry. He had a bunch of mixtapes out in the street. They were all fire. Then he came out with an album on Columbia Records, if I'm not mistaken. And after he got shot, that was it. Nobody wanted to mess with him. But Eminem signed him to Aftermath. I might be wrong about that. I don't know if he got Dr. Dre to sign him. I really don't know what his power was at the time. But Eminem is the reason that 50 Cent got his record deal. The one that made him world famous. So I saw a YouTube show with Eminem's daughter telling the story. Now, take it with a grain of salt. You don't know how true the story is. But what I'm willing to bet money on is that she told the same story to her father, whether it's true or not. And with everything that came out, I believe that it's most likely true. She said that her and a friend of hers were at one of these Diddy parties, and Diddy and Kanye West drugged their drinks, her and the friend. The friend drank hers, passed out, and if I'm not mistaken, I think everything happened to her. Hailie, though, Eminem's daughter, she was suspicious. She didn't drink it. They were putting pressure on her to drink it, and I remember her saying something about they were putting pressure on her to put her cell phone away. I think she was trying to text somebody, and they were telling her to put her cell phone away. And she somehow, she made her way out of there. And I'm sure she told her father about the situation. And I'm sure her father discussed it with 50 Cent, not running to him because he needed help, but, like friends do, discussing what happened. And that would make total sense to me. It's not just that Diddy was a creep. There's plenty of creeps out there. But why was he just targeting Diddler? And I think that's why. If your friend's daughter had that done to her, and it wasn't just your friend, it was the guy that made you who you are. Understand you have talent, understand you put in hard work, understand all of that, but understand that talent and hard work would have went nowhere without the deal. So now, your friend who did all that for you comes to you and tells you that somebody did this to his daughter. And you are the type of person that likes to troll anyway, likes to go after people anyway. What would you do? And it's funny because they put all these interviews out. For example, the one that's going around heavy, the one that's been going around heavy was when 50 was talking about how Puff offered to take him shopping like he was a chick or something. And the way they leave it, You almost think that that's what it is, that he's just being petty, that he took that as a disrespect, and ever since then his goal was to take down P. Diddy. Nah, nobody's gonna do that, especially not somebody that's important, someone that has money, someone that has success. You know, you got better things to do with your life. But the situation that I just laid out, that's something I would definitely put all of my time, energy, and effort into. Taking down the man that did that to my friend's daughter, especially when my friend did so much for me. So I can't exactly link to that video. I might be able to put the link in the description. I'm going to try to find it. If I do, I'll put the link in the description. But if I can't, I'm sure you guys can find it on your own. But check out that interview. Definitely check out that interview when she's explaining what happened to her. She sounds like she's telling the truth, and it's really disgusting.
Ay, Douglas Antonio.